Hello children, how are you all today? I hope you all are fine. So let's begin today's day with a prayer. So join your hands, close your eyes and try and repeat after me. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Children, which day is it today? Yes, today is Friday, the last day of the week. So now, today, what are we going to do? You remember, on the very first day, Miss Ruby had told you a story. Do you remember which story was that? Yes, the story of the very hungry caterpillar. So how about we revising that story again? So are you ready? Let's go and revise the story. So children, are you ready to do a recap of the story of the very hungry caterpillar? I'm sure you all remember the story well. So let's just revise the story and you can also say the story along with me. So this is the cover page of our story and the title says The Very Hungry Caterpillar. And this story is written by Eric Carle. So he is the author of this book. Now let's see what happens. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. Now children, can you see that on the leaf there is one tiny little egg? And who is shining up in the sky? Yes, the moon is smiling and shining. So in the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. What happens to this little egg? Let's see. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop! Out of the egg came a very hungry caterpillar. So children, who came out of that little egg? A tiny and a very hungry caterpillar. Let's see what this hungry caterpillar is up to. Now this caterpillar was very hungry, so what did he do? He started looking for some food and he said, I am so very hungry. He was very, very hungry. He wanted something to eat. On Monday, he ate through one apple. Can you see the apple and a hole is there? So he ate all through that apple and you can see the hole he has made. But after eating the apple, what did he say? That he was still very hungry. After eating the apple also he was not full. He was feeling still hungry. Let's see what happens next. What do you think? Yes, now it was Tuesday and he ate through 2 pears. Can you see the 2 pears out here? And the 2 holes. So he ate through the 2 pears. And what do you think he said? He said he was still very hungry. After eating 2 pears, still he's feeling hungry. Oh my! On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums. But he was still hungry. After eating through the 3 plums, when he was asked, he said, no, I'm still very hungry. I'm feeling hungry after eating 3 plums also. I am not full. Now let's see what happens the next day. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries. But he was still hungry. Can you see how he has made holes in all the 4 strawberries? He managed to eat all through the 4 strawberries. But when asked, he said he was still very hungry. This tiny little fellow is really very hungry. Let's see what he does the next day. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges. But again the same thing. He was still very hungry. Can you see all the 5 oranges out here? And the holes which the caterpillar has made by eating through them? After eating through 5 oranges, he is still very, very hungry. Let's see what he does the next day. Now, on Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake. Yummy chocolate cake. This caterpillar ate through 1 chocolate cake. That's not just it. He ate through 1 ice cream cone also. Do you think that was enough? No. Let's see what else he ate. 1 pickle. See, can you see the hole he's made in the pickle? After eating the chocolate cake, the ice cream cone, 1 pickle, what do you think he ate next? 1 slice of Swiss cheese. He ate through 1 slice of Swiss cheese also. What's next? 1 slice of salami. He also ate through 1 slice of salami. Do you think that was enough? No. 1 lollipop also he ate. Oh my. I think he's really very hungry. Let's see what he ate next. 1 piece of cherry pie. This caterpillar, after eating so many different things, he also ate 1 piece of cherry pie. Let's see what happens next. Oh, he ate through 1 sausage also. He did not stop at the cherry pie. He ate through 1 sausage and 1 cupcake. Yummy, yummy cuppy cake. And also 1 slice of watermelon. After eating so many things on Saturday, what do you think must have happened to the caterpillar? How do you think he's looking out here? Is he looking very happy? No, he is looking very much in pain. You know why? Because that night he had a bad stomach ache. Ouch, my tummy is paining, he said. Why? Because he had eaten through so many different things, and most of them were junk food. Now, what do you think happens next? Let's go and see where this caterpillar goes. The very hungry caterpillar then ate through 1 green leaf. He started to feel better, because caterpillars are supposed to eat leaves only. But he was so hungry that he ate whatever he got on his way. And after eating a green juicy leaf, he felt a little better. What did he do next? Let's see. Now the caterpillar was no longer small. He was big, fat caterpillar. Can you see here? When he was born, he was tiny. He was little caterpillar. But after eating so many things all through the week, now he's become 1 nice, big, fat caterpillar. Now, what happens to this caterpillar? He built a small house around himself, which is called a cocoon or a pupa, and he stayed inside this house for more than 2 weeks. What do you think was happening to him when he was staying inside the house? Something was happening. After 2 weeks, he made a tiny little hole in the cocoon by nibbling. Nibbling means eating it, chewing it and eating it, so that you can just tear it apart and you can push your way out. Who do you think came out from this cocoon? A fat caterpillar. or a tiny caterpillar? Would you like to see who came out? Let's see. What can you see here? Yes, a beautiful butterfly came out from the cocoon. And that is the story of the very hungry caterpillar. So children, did you remember the story? And were you able to say this story with me? I am sure you did. Okay, now after that very nice story of the hungry caterpillar, there's another caterpillar who has come and he's asking for your help. So would you like to help that caterpillar? We are going to do one very easy peasy worksheet. So let's go and see how to do this worksheet and how we can help that little caterpillar. Hello children, are you ready to do today's worksheet? So what is the worksheet? It says, take the caterpillar to the butterfly by tracing the zigzag lines. So let's see how we can trace and how we can take the caterpillar to the butterfly by tracing the zigzag lines. So are we ready to do our worksheet? Come on. Now before we start with our worksheet, we will tell our parents to write our name and today's date on the date which you're doing. Then you select a crayon. You can select any color crayon. If you wish, whatever color you like, but just take a darker color crayon. Hold it in between your 3 fingers and let's start. Now, the zigzag pattern we have already done in our home assignment. So now we know how we have to start. We have to start from where the arrow is, that is from the caterpillar. Go up, go down, go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down till we get to the butterfly. And as we know, whenever we do any worksheet, we always start from up, that is the top line, and then we move downwards. Can we do the last line first or the middle one? No, we have to follow the order, and we are very good babies. We always follow the order, right? So children, let's start doing this worksheet. I'm holding my crayon in my tripod grip, and here the arrow is here, so I'll start. I'll go up, I'll go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and down, up, down, up, down, and stop because I reached my butterfly. Did you look at this? Yes? Now let's start doing it on the second one in the same way. For this, children, ask your mama or your papa to just sharpen your crayon and give you. So it will be very easy for you to trace the zigzag pattern, which is up, go down, go up, go down in a slant. This is like a short slanting line. We've already learned slanting lines, haven't we learned? So now this is the same thing, but we're making a short slanting line going up, a short slanting line going down, up and down, and it is a continuous one. We don't have to stop. We have to go on and on, going up and down in a slant, and this is what the zigzag pattern looks like. We have finished our 3 lines. Let's go to the 4th one. And it's so much of fun tracing this. Children, do not lift your hand. Trace it at one go. Try and trace it at one go, because it's very important when you trace the zigzag lines, you trace it at one stretch. You finished one line. Now you will lift your hand. Then you go to the next line. Go up, go down, go up, go down, go up, down. And we are going up and down in a slant, which is a very short slanting line. And it's very, very easy. Look at that. I have finished my zigzag pattern worksheet. Can you see? Has teacher done a good job? Now, today, teacher is not going to put a shiny star, but she's going to put a smiley sticker. So parents, if you have stickers at home, you too can put a sticker for your child. Or if not, then you can give them a smiley star. I'm sure my babies are all doing their worksheets very well. and try and do not take your mama's help for this. Okay, children? So children, do your zigzag pattern worksheet well, and then you can take a picture and click a picture with the worksheet, and then your mama or your papa can send it to us. So I hope you do this worksheet well. So children, did you enjoy doing that, tracing that zigzag lines and taking all the caterpillars to the butterfly? I'm sure you did. Okay, now it's time for NCR teacher to go, as Suraya teacher is waiting for you. So I will see you back on Monday. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.